Hi folks, it's Mark here for Edinburgh Modelling Man Cave, and this is a update on the Meng husky. I was going to try and get one out earlier, but as usual, family gets in the way, and it's been a tiring week on the golf course. Big competitions coming up, a lot of work to do, and this week coming up, more hard work. So I'm going to try and squeeze in as much time as I can getting things done. Update on a couple of things. The Lancaster's still in its box. Not done much to it at all, actually. I've not got any enthusiasm to do it at the moment. I want to try and get it done for the group build on the Modeller's Officer's Mess, the Bomber Command group build. I really want to get it done. It's just getting the motivation to do it. At the moment, my motivation has been on the Husky, which I've been totally enjoying since I started it. That little Airfix kit that I got, thoroughly enjoyed it. I am on the way of building a little diorama. The first diorama I'd done, I'm not happy with it at all. The grass, I'm not very good at grass, artificial. I've got static, everything came. The static grass, two types. I'm going to redo it. I'm going to strip it. I think I might put a wee bit of polystyrene to create a wee bit of ground. I think I did. That's what I didn't think I'd done. There was not enough ground because the little guys that come with it have little stands, and I really should have put a bit of polystyrene in it so I could cut a wee wedge down, place them in and put the ground up to their feet. So I'll redo that. That's still in the works. It's just sitting at to the left of me, still in its box. It will get done. It's not that much to really do. I painted two of the figures as best I can, so I've only got another two figures to do. Make the base. Basically, it's just going to be basic, and that'll be done. So that's an update now. Other builds I've got are still Shelf Queens, the cars, the bikes, etc, etc. I've just been concentrating on this Husky at the moment. This one at the moment. Absolutely beautiful kit. Right up there with Tamiya. Perfect fits. And I'll show you what I've done. Some of it's still in primer, and what I'm doing is making it into subsections to make it easier. But I'll show you what I've done so far. I have posted pictures on the Facebook on Total Scales, models, making models, Lisa's Craft Station, and Model Officer's Mess. You can see all my pictures there, my updates. But I'm going to show you now for my YouTubers and my subscribers. Right, here we go. The tyres, obviously. These are the stands that go inside the cockpit. Oh, cockpit, the interior. The rear seats. I'll place them all in so you get an idea. Here's one of the little, I've got another one to do. Fire extinguisher. I'll move the light a bit closer. There we go, what fire extinguisher. I've got decals to put in it. Sorry for my hands, I've just been spraying primer, Mr. Surfacer. So that's that done. This is the call out. Now the paint call out came for British Army Sand. This is the first time I got 2 pots of this. AK Real Colours. Absolutely gorgeous paint. Sprays beautifully. I'll put it in. Look at that colour. Absolutely gorgeous colour. Lacquer base. Absolutely gorgeous. Flat as a pancake. If anybody's interested, there's a number. RCO93 if you want. Absolutely beautiful. There you go. Got for eBay. What am I modelling? The shop Wonderlands don't stock on any of this, but very little you have to add to thinner. Mr. Leveling Thinner I used maybe 60% thinner to maybe 30% of this, and it sprays beautifully. Nice thin coats. You'll get your money's worth out of that, even though I think it's a 10ml bottle, and you'll get your money's worth because it's very thick. You can see there, it's very thick looking. So you're going to get your money's worth out of it by thinning it down and doing lighter coats. And you get the British Sand Yellow rather than the US Desert one, which that's what that's calling out for. The interior, that comes as separate. That's all masked off. I used water-based pens to get all the The strap's painted and the numbers all painted rather than use a cocktail. This is all masked off. This has been sprayed in buff because I want a tonal difference between the inside and the outside. Handbrake, medium grey, Tamiya. So that sits in, I'll show you that. There's the front bonnet. That's real colours. You notice how flat it is compared to the, even that's quite flat for that LP buff. No, that was, no, sorry, mistake. That was Desert Sand. Sure it was LP Desert Sand. You can tell the difference. That was probably more the US colours compared to the British colours. But I done a usual. You can just see it there. How the pre-shade's coming through, pre-shade on the grille. I had to respray this because I should have noticed there was a connection point there. I had it under here. Anyway, ping, bump, and this bit all got marked. And there is a wee ding there, but what I'm going to do is make that into like it's been hit, ricochet or something like that. So that's all done. This is the roof. You're never going to see this, unfortunately. There's the pens. I used the pens, the red and the green there and the yellow. You're never going to see this because it's been like that. You would have to look up. But I've got grab handles and everything to add this. I've touched up the aim of the black. And the grab handles go there and there. I've got other things to get fitted here and there. That's been painted, flattened. But again, you're never going to see this. It's going to be like that. That's where the turret hangs on. As I was saying about this bit, sorry, I'll correct myself. I'll get this all fitted in. So this goes in here. And that, here we go. Sorry, trying to do this behind the camera is not easy. That sits in there. Like that. Oh. This is where it all falls apart. Wrong way. Right, let me get this fitted. There you go. They go in these wee holes. There's typical you should have had this all prepared. It's not going to go in, is it? A wee bit of cool. I'll just put it in there. It does go in, it's just the paint. It's very tight threshold on this. So that goes like that. I've got photo etched that to that. There's a photo etched plate, it goes there. And it's actually gauze, like a gauze mesh, black mesh to go on it, because that's where the radials I've heard would be. You don't get anything to put in them, which is disappointing. But all you're going to see is like that through the doors. So you're not going to see much. There's no point in doing fine detail when they're not going to see it. That was maybe for the gun holders. I heard, I seen a boy saying, but they're not drilled out. So that's that done. That's the rear. It sits in the back. You can just see the pre-shading still coming through, because I'm thinking there's a mount system that goes in here for the jerry cans, so all that bottom is going to be covered in stains for dirt, oil, petrol, water. So I'm thinking I'm going to leave it like that. The back, all this has to get masked off for the tow hitch, and that's just clipped on. See, literally that's how good a fit it is on these on this Meng kit. Absolutely beautiful. There you go, just holds in. But that's just connected up by the aim. Again, I've done a wee bit of shading underneath it to give a bit of illusion of shadow with black, flat black. Again, this is the back bit, so you're not going to see it. But once the wheels are in, you're never going to see much of that. So that's that. The main part of the body, which is probably the weakest, it's, as you can see, it flexes quite a bit. But steerable wheels at the front. This all came in a unit, that came in a unit, and you slotted them in and you sandwiched all this together. I've still got to fine detail all this. Or should I say black paint, black rubber for the suspension. I want black rubber. I'm going to put black rubber on the pipes, do the bolts, everything like that. So this I've added. It's a spacer bar to spread it out a bit because they're a wee bit, for the hood, it goes into the wee slots, and it was a bit, yeah, you had to put your fingers in there, squeeze it, try and get it on, but at the moment in time, since I've got the spacer in it, it does fit in. There you go. Yeah, that click, that's it in. And that's all fitted. This is the front bit. Again, I've got to paint all this black, paint these squares black. This just fits in as well, it fits in here. There you go. Done. So it's most all detail painting. I'll do the lights last. They're a perfect fit because I've already pre-fitted everything. As I say, that's where the regi plate goes. Because to get to the bonnet, that would flip down, but in this kit, it doesn't. It would be nice if we had an engine, but it doesn't. I want to darken up the vents. I seen a picture where that bit there, where the sign is, that bit there, had a wee bit of chrome to it, like it was faded off, so I might do that with a wee bit of chrome, just touch it up. Tiny wee black bits to get fitted there and there, paint on that. So that's that done. To say, just blacked out. You're not going to see any of this. Again, that just clips in. Sorry, wrong way, folks. I'll show you how easy it goes. Put that in there, Right, that's that clipped in. Put that in. Very easy with people who do it, who say, I'll be right back in a minute. I'm doing this live. So there you go. And out your camera shot. And that fits in. That fits in like that. So you can, it's a big, some sizey vehicle for 135, but absolutely worth its money. Worth its money. Again, there's a back plate that goes in there, but I'll show you the rest because I'll try and keep this quick because I want to show you the seats. Again, they're all painted, ready to go. Here we go. Cab crew, all primed. There was laser detectors on that, which I got told if it's in the Iraqi war or desert combat, they wouldn't be there. So I trimmed them off and just left them as blank plates. So that's all ready to go. That sits, that actually clips. Maybe I've taken off. I'm trying to keep this. That actually clips in like a module. See how that's it. That's how it clips in. The doors are a perfect fit. You can leave them open, so I have to go. I'm going to leave them open. That one's normal. The other one's suicide doors. It goes that way. So you're going to see. That's what you're going to see with the glass. So doors. That's for the turn the turret. Edges around the doors, all primed in Mr. Surfacer Grey. Wheel hubs. Main turret for the machine gun. There's a plate. That's for the side plates with the step on, the step up. They go in, perfect fit. I've seen a picture on YouTube of this, and it's on the main plate for the machine gun, which is this. It's got a very faded taxi on it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do mask it off with taxi written on it to say it was that fair. I can't remember what battalion it was. I'll leave it in the notes. Dashboard, which I've masked off the one area that's black. The seats, which are all painted in wood brown to give a darker, different tonations. They were meant to be a sand colour. It didn't look right. It's not as popping, not accurate, but the seat belts are black. I'll just put a wee bit of silver around the seatbelt harnesses to make it wear and tear. Steering wheel column. The mount for the gun. Again, all the bits have been painted black here. The mudguards, which were black rubber and flat black on the metal plates, all done. Next one is other parts for the suspension, which I'm going to put, there might be push rods, so I'm going to put silver in it. Got a paint name, keep name black. Again, not accurate, but it breaks up the tonal difference in here. So you've got something black, so it'll stick out rather than being all the same colour. Not accurate, but I need something tonal difference. So that's where I'm up with the Husky. I've still got the back, still got all this rear bit for the jerry cans on it, but I'm just doing a bit by bit. I'm going to try and get all the interior cabin done, seal it up with the doors and spray the sand colour all over it. The other thing I got was a bargain from Amazon. Sorry if I move back because this is going to be £80 for Amazon. I seen it, I wanted it because I seen it during my birthday time. And this is going to be my summer project. You probably about seen it. Here it comes. 1/24. This bad boy. I'm going to move the camera back. There we go. This bad boy. I'm going to get HW fabric seats for it. You can get a master barrel set, which is, I'll see, because they are about 20 odd pound. Maybe no. I'm definitely going to get resin wheels. They're okay, but I prefer resin wheels because I can get the weighted versions. I've already built 2 Hellcats before. This is a beast of a kit. So this is my summer project. If I don't get the Lancaster done, I don't get the Lancaster done. But I can't wait to get this started at this size and really go to town. This will take me a while. I might do other projects and between this and other projects, because I think you could, this could be a mojo killer. I think this could drain you. Again, Airfix soft plastic, so I'm going to take my time with it. I need an Edward Mass set. Sorry for the lights. Edward Mass set for it. But £80. I don't know if it's still on offer on Amazon. Check. It's £40 off. But as well, definitely, it's literally fully plastic. The version I'm going to do is that one, with the one wing up, one wing down, with full engine on show. So cannot wait to get that started. So that's an update, boys and gals. I'll do one maybe in a week's time and see how I get on with the Husky. Again, shout out to Total Scale Models, Facebook and YouTube. Making Models with Carl, he's on Facebook and YouTube. Lisa's Craft Station, YouTube, Facebook, and Model Officer's Mess. Also, if you're into podcasts, look out for James and his podcast, Just Making Conversation. It's all in the podcast apps and all that. Like and subscribe if you can, please. I'm up to, I think it's 63. Let's go for the 100. I'm going to try and keep us going with the YouTube videos as much as possible. Again, they're rough and ready. But I'm just an average builder. You know, back of a shed, as you can tell. Back in my shed. And I'm just doing this for fun. So, thanks very much for watching. See you next time.